أعزائي المشاهدين، كما عودناكم في برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي، أنا أستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. ولهذا الأسبوع قصة نجاح السيدة بارخا زيب. Good afternoon, Parkha.
Good afternoon.
At the first, let us to know more about you. Who is Parkha Zeb? From where she came and when she came first time to United Arab Emirates?
Foremost, Parkha Zeb is a mother, and then after that she's a homemaker and a professional. So I came to Dubai more than a decade ago. I moved here because I got married, and my husband's been here for more than 25 years now. He's a banker. And I had a corporate job. I came here, I worked here 9 to 5. I had a corporate job here also. But this has always been a passion, getting into design. My mother, my sister, they've always been very fond of setting up their houses. So it was always in the family. We've liked good interiors. We've had a good eye for design, and we like nice places basically. So it was just a matter of time that I ventured into it. That's when I had my kids and I realized I can't do 9 to 5 anymore. And I need to do something that will be a bit flexible. I was wrong. It's not very flexible. Your own business is even more time consuming than doing a 9 to 5 job for somebody else. But then it's rewarding. So I guess it's worth the move.
How you moving, or how the idiot started to establish your own business, and also to move from an employee to employer? We will have more responsibility also, and sometimes we need to face difficulties time.
Agreed. So I've the past 10 or 12 years before I started my own business, I was always in leadership roles. So I've always had a good autonomy of whatever I've done. So I was always in high positions where I didn't really feel like I was the employee because I had a good autonomy there. So it wasn't that difficult for me to move into and get all that responsibility of starting my own business. It was because I started small. I didn't start very big, but I started small, but we got big very quickly, alhamdulillah. Okay. So it was a matter of a few months that we scaled, and we're still growing, but the growth path for us was very steep. So we've had a good run like that. I started alone. I actually started in my living room thinking that I want to do this. And the company is named after my daughters, Seryaana and Seryaana. So the company is Seryaana because of my daughters. And it started purely as a passion project, and that I'd be just doing houses and apartments. But then I had a partner whose house I had done, whose commercial project I had done. So we partnered, then he joined hands, and now we're working together. He's the silent partner, but he's very, very supportive. So the reason that I am here is partly because of him and his support, and just knowing that he's around and you have somebody like that on the team. And now we've established ourselves and we've gone into other ventures also. So it's been, I'd say it's been a good ride with a lot of luck also.
Parkha, let us to know more about the company services, what we are providing here, and what the strategy of your company.
Okay, so we started with residential projects, only interiors. That's how we started. So we do interiors and we'd outsource the contracting part. But now we're doing full-fledged renovations. We're doing interior fit-outs. We're doing turnkey solutions. We're flipping. So we're taking apartments. We redo them completely, not just interior-wise, but ripping apart the bathrooms and the kitchens and everything, put them back in the market and flip them. So we're doing a lot of those projects. We're doing commercial projects. We're doing villas, residential projects for clients. Because right now in Dubai, so there is a very big gap between new projects and old projects, right, as in the residential projects. So now the newer projects that are coming are smaller and more expensive. The older ones are bigger, better locations, and cheaper. So people who can afford the cheaper one, but they've gotten the good location, those are our clients. They come to us and we redo their entire apartment, bring it to the level or better than the level of the new apartments, and then they move into it or they just flip it. We also have a very, very big chunk of business coming from holiday homes because Airbnb and holiday home industry is booming here in Dubai. And we are corporate partners for a few of the biggest names of holiday homes in the region. So we've partnered with holiday homes management companies, and we are their interior partners. So we do their interiors. So we know exactly what the clients are looking for. We know exactly what Dubai tourism is looking for and what sells. Pictures sells. So we set up the environment, the apartment in such a way that the client is happy and the owner is also happy.
Parkha, the important part to build a strong relation with our team, and to must be have we can say a team who think out of the box. Let us to know between these two, how you build the relation and how you training your employees.
Okay, so basically our employees we are a family. We don't call them employees, we're all a family. So all the employees, the entire family treats Seryaana as their baby. So it's just not just me who takes ownership of the company. My entire team feels for the company. So they all take ownership for it. So I think I've just lucked out big time with that team. Nobody in our team has ever left. We've grown on the team, but nobody has ever left. We haven't let anybody go, and nobody has left voluntarily either. So that speaks volumes of how well we gel in together as a family here. So our employees are happy, we're happy with them, and it's a good mix of that. And in the end, the company is happy. The company is thriving because there are good people in the company, because that's what you need eventually. Mm-hmm. So, but what we do a little out of the box, and why I think we've done better than some of our contemporary companies that started with us, is I really, really strongly believe in that, is divine intervention. We're very, very strong in our faith, and we believe that there's God up there who's helping us, and we're just doing better than the rest.
How you see the competition in the markets, and how you see the growth of the markets as a demand, how it is?
So right now the market is at its peak. There is immense work. Even if there are more companies like us coming every day, there is still work for everybody. There is so much work in Dubai right now. There is so much work in Abu Dhabi. There is work in Sharjah. There is work in Riyadh. There is work in Qatar. So in all of this area, there is so much work that I'm not very threatened by the competition, because I still feel that there is more work than there are companies here. Good companies, I must say. Mm-hmm. Because this industry that we are in, so you do 2 bad projects and you're out. Because this industry works on recommendations. So if you are still in the business for as long as we have, then we must be doing something right, because otherwise people don't last. The companies don't last here. Every other person here is a designer, but they do not become a company is because of their work ethics, or because people are looking for loopholes, or people are looking for shortcuts. We here are very, very conscious of what we do. We're very conscious of what we've promised to the client. If that means that there is a loss that we might incur, but the client is unhappy, we just make sure that the client is happy at the end of the day. And it doesn't matter if we have incurred loss in one project, as long as the client is happy. We don't want unhappy people, because these are people's homes we're dealing with. These are people's very private spaces that we are dealing with. So they might have a change of heart, and we're there to be there to cater for their change of heart. If that means there is a little bit of financial issue coming our way, it's all right. It's okay.
We must have a strong management control and the quality control also to make sure we will be support also the country as a sustainable country, and as also eco-friendly. How you are caring about that?
So we've recently started this. In the beginning, I'll be honest with you, we didn't. But as we grow, we realize what we're not doing right, what we need to work on, what we could do better. So we have realized that we really need a quality person in our team, which we didn't in the beginning. We didn't have that person. So that quality person has now, when we start a project, so after that, before we hand over to the client, the quality person will go and they will check, and then they will come back, and internally we'll do our own assessment of what we've done wrong, because this is all handwork. These are all humans. This is all labor work.
Right.
Like putting in the tiles. We don't have machines to put in tiles. Everything is handwork and labor work. There will be mistakes. but then we will correct them. But I don't want the client to correct them. I want us to correct it.
That's good.
So we want to correct ourselves before the client points it out. So we've now set up an internal quality team. That internal quality team, we believe, is going to be very helpful in the future for us. We've just started that, but already it's making a big difference for us.
For the word of mouth and to build a strong relation for long term with our client, also we must be support them after the sales services. If they need any support, we must be there always for them.
Agreed.
How you support your client and how you build that relation.
So our clients eventually become our friends because they become friends. So it becomes, because while you're doing their house, which is something so private, or you're doing their Airbnb project, you get so involved with sharing of ideas and discussing with them everything that you eventually become part of the same team.
Right.
So once we're done with a client, with their project, we're not done with the client, so we still stay in touch. So like one client of ours, they're a lovely Lebanese couple, and after 2-3 months they decided they don't like the lights that we did not do, which eventually they wanted. But they said, you know, we don't like it. And I said, it doesn't matter, you've had a change of heart after 3 months, we'll help you. So we were there, and it didn't cost us anything because the lights were theirs. Our labor just went one day, changed the lights, came back, and they're happy. So these are small things that you can do a little bit extra for the client. You stay in touch with them. Anything that they need in the future, they'll be happy. And I'll be honest with you, we've not done any marketing. We don't believe in marketing. Our marketing is our clients. And that's how we build.
As His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, he mentioned in my vision book, to be number one, it is not easy, but to keep yourself always on the top, that is the most hard things. How you can say, or how you move more to digitally, how you move your stuff also to help them, to support them with the AI, artificial intelligence, to keep them update always with the markets.
So number one, I don't think we're number one at all. We're getting there.
To be
there.
number one or to be one of the top?
We're getting there. We're making all the right moves. We want to get there eventually. That is the goal. We want to be the number one interior design company in Gulf in the beginning, and then maybe globally. But that is the aim, you're right. But what we're doing is that obviously we are very, very reliant on AI and IT and all of that. So we have a team. So what we do is, while others charge for renders and they charge for drawings and all of that, what we do is, as our company policy, and all our clients can vouch for that, before we close the client, we speak to them, we discuss with them, and we give them a visual render of what we've discussed. And then we show them that this is how it will look. If the client likes it, we go ahead with the project and we close it. If the client doesn't like it, we wish them well and we leave. So, but we always want to give the client, usually when the client doesn't like it, it's because of the budget, it's not because of the design. So the design is what we both have come up with together, the client and the designer. So we do that for the client, for them to visualize what they're looking for, and all of that is done on the computer, so they can imagine exactly what their house will look like, what we've talked about. But all the other companies that we know of, and there are many, they charge for these renders, and they charge for these renders after they have closed the project. I feel that that is a bit unfair with the client, because this is something we do in-house, and it's all right if I give them the visualization before I close them. So it's all right if they see what we want to give them, and if they do not go ahead with us eventually, they go with somebody else.
The future plan important, and our future plan pride always as our visionary leaders who prepare this amazing infrastructures. Today, I'm sure, Mr. Parkha, you have your own future plan. You have your own vision for the next 5 years.
Yes.
Let us know about it.
So my personal vision is obviously to take Seryaana up there to become, like I said, to become one of the leading names in the Gulf region. But also, obviously, we want to go global. We want to go global, we want to take it bigger. For that, we need to have a bigger team. Because, like I said, it's not the market. The market is very big. We can take as many projects as we're taking right now. We can take double of that. We can take triple of that. We're the ones who are saying no right now. We want to slowly build a bigger team, slowly get projects that excite us a lot more. Because every project for us we are very, very involved in all our projects, and we take we have our attention to detail. We get involved a lot, so it's not just easy just saying that let's just take 10 more when we cannot give it the kind of attention that we think we need to give it. So I want to give myself some time, grow the team, take more projects. I know there are plenty. I want to take more projects. I want to widen our geographical boundaries also, and sky's the limit.
Today, we would like to also know about who's behind Seryaana, who's the main supporter for Seryaana to be today one of the company which EMARATI program chose to be with it.
Seryaana is not a one-man show, I'll be honest with you. Seryaana, on a personal level, Seryaana is backed by, number one, my husband, very, very supportive, and who's always encouraged me, because my first project was my own apartment. So let's say he funded the first project. So he's been very, very supportive. My partner, again, we've come to this level in such a short time is only because of Joe. And Joe is an extremely supportive person, never ever getting involved in the running of the company, but always supporting us to go bigger, giving us all the support in any way that we need. So it would be my husband, it would be Joe, and then I'd be honest with you, it's like they say that it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a company also. The internal team that we have, and my personal team, my staff at home, my nannies. I have 2 small daughters, and I wouldn't be able to run this business if I didn't have help at home. So I'm very, very grateful to my nannies who are there looking after my daughters and who are holding the fort at home while I get to do all of this. And then yes, my friends who are very, very supportive and very encouraging.
Allah bless them, all of them, for you, Madam Parkha. Let us to also know about United Arab Emirates. When you established the business, how it was? We can say, easy to establish the company, or there is some difficulties you find it? And what you will advise anyone who are planning to come to invest in UAE?
So UAE is my home now. I'll be honest with you, there is no place where I would like to raise my daughters other than UAE right now. No place in the world. The sense of security that it gives to me as a mother foremost, and where I can do everything that I want to do, is because of the UAE. And as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, UAE has, you started with how I started my company. It was actually a breeze. It was very, very easy. All the licensing parts and everything was very easy. They've made it very easy now. I don't know how it was 10 years ago, but now it's very easy. So you can start any business. Equal opportunity for a man or a woman, anybody who wants to start. Don't think that this is a man's world. UAE is equally beneficial to an entrepreneur who is willing to get out there and get their hands dirty. But there is no substitute for hard work. So that is on you. You will have to do the hard work. UAE has given you the platform. They've given you the opportunity. They've given you the infrastructure to do business. They've given you the clients to do business, because there are so many clients coming from all over the world, and they trust you here, and the checks and balances that you have. I don't think I have the sense of security that I work here that I can have anywhere else in the world, because I know the government is looking out for us. I cannot pull a fast one on my clients, and nobody can pull a fast one on me, because I know there are checks and balances for everybody, for the client, for me, for the consumer, for everybody. So it's a very equal opportunity, a very fair system that UAE provides. And if you're still not managing to do well in your business, then the problem is with you. Then it's not anything else.
Madam Parkha, finally, if you would like to say a thanks message to this country and to our visionary leaders who built this country, more than 280 nationality, more than 150 culture, we live together, we support each other. We are one of the best country in the world from the safety and security, alhamdulillah, after Allah what He gave us. We have a multiple nationality, we live together, and that's our visionary leaders who built this country. What you would like to say today to our smart government and to our visionary leaders?
Thank you. In the beginning, I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank what they're doing, and they continue to do, because in UAE, every day something is happening, and it's happening in a positive way. So I also think that we are the fastest growing country in terms of business, in terms of revenue, in terms of entrepreneurship. So a lot of people I know who are housewives are now getting into business because they've made it so easy. They've made it so easy with the freelance license, which is amazing. And I know so many people who've taken that freelance. I started with my freelance license many years ago, but I started with the freelance license. And then eventually, because that was a platform, that is what gave me the confidence, and that's how I started.
حتى القمر يا ناس بالشعر غازلها، هي قبلة الأحباب.